Alvin.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Your volume is a little bit low.
Okay.
I think I heard you better before I joined this live.
Is it better now?
Right, give me 1 second. Could you try speaking again?
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, this works.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to have this interview with you. I am super excited, and people that's been following me are aware and how much I have supported you and is cheering for you. So thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
And to the organization as well for allowing us to have this interview. And before we begin, where are you now? Are you still in India or are you in Puerto Rico?
Not in India, not in Puerto Rico. I'm going to show you exactly where I am. In this beautiful neighborhood,
Oh, wow.
right? It's
Where are you now?
season and I love the colors.
Yeah.
Right, I'm in United States.
Oh,
That's
wow.
decided to spend some time here to get used to the time zone and also spend a little bit time with my family to sort of gather my thoughts in this peaceful neighborhood.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And we're very excited for you, especially when you arrive in Puerto Rico. But let's officially begin with you introducing yourself. Everybody knows you, but it would be great to know a little bit about you still.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Manasa from India. I am a free spirited, curious child at heart who loves to spend her free time cozying up to good books, good music, taking long walks in nature, and having meaningful conversations with friends. Well, earlier this year, I was crowned Miss India, and this was a life changing experience for me because all of a sudden I entered this whole new world of new opportunities, new learnings, new people, and new experiences. I'm grateful for every moment that has led me up to this moment here right now, and I look forward to turning the page into a new chapter, which is Miss World.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing that. And before we officially talk about your Miss World India journey, walk us through about the reasons and on what motivated you to join Femina Miss India.
One word, curiosity. I've always been very curious about this side of the world. Of course, I come from a very different academic oriented background. I spent all my life studying, and then I went on to graduate in computer science engineering, worked at a financial software firm, and there was a side of me, a part inside of me, which wanted to do something much bigger than the world that I came from. And that's what brought me to Miss India, because here was a chance to lift myself out of my little neighborhood in Hyderabad and expose myself to all these opportunities I could have only dreamt of pursuing. And it's exactly that.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for the journey that you've shared. Thank you so much for that. And let me continue the question. Was Femina Miss India 2021 your first national pageant?
My first pageant, yes. Yes, it was.
Oh wow.
It was a whole new world. In fact, I participated back in 2019. The auditions were happening at a mall near my place, and I figured why not give it a shot, which I did. Made it to the next few rounds, but clearly I did not know what I signed up for. I was very unprepared, and there's so much hard work that goes on behind the glitz and glamour that meets the eyes. And it was a beautiful learning experience. I made a lot of friends. I took a year to introspect, focus on what matters. And after a lot of prep and thinking and all those things, I decided to work hard and come back. And so, yes, Miss India was my first pageant ever.
Very good. Wow, that's really amazing of you. And let's be realistic. When Femina Miss India announced their candidates, you immediately became a front runner for the win. I mean, you were the clear favorite to win. So did you expect that? And what was your reaction when you saw this leaderboards list of favorites that you are the top favorite to win?
I was not expecting that. No, of course, when you're on social media, it's hard to. I try my best. I've been a private person for the longest time, and so I try and maintain my distance from everything that's happening. But when I'm on social media, I can't help but feel the love and feel the kind of attention and blessings I'm receiving from everybody. And to see all these people saying all these sweet things was just so heartwarming. And I feel like it's all that energy, in fact, which fueled me to winning it.
Okay, thank you very much. And Miss World India, the main goal ever since. And how did you prepare before you tell yourself that this is your time to compete? Because I always believe that you can really feel when it's your time to compete. So what motivated you and when did the universe tells you that this is your time to compete?
Whew. I think I made that decision to compete during the lockdown. It was a very uncertain year. It was a very unusual year. And after spending a lot of time with myself, I realized that, Miss India is that perfect chance for me to really commit myself to a purpose that is so much bigger than myself. And to use my voice and my presence on this incredible platform was exactly what pushed me and told me that inner voice, that gut calling that says, now is the time. Yes, it happened during the lockdown.
Very good. And since it was during a pandemic, was there even a time where you hesitated to join Femina Miss India because all these challenges, the lockdowns, where you are not allowed to go out? So was there a time that you hesitated to join or submit your application?
I did, yes, I did hesitate. In fact, I like to really think before I take a leap. And so I spent a lot of time thinking about it. And like you said, it was a difficult year, right? There were so many complications outside. There was a lot of grief, and we had to really be sensitive to everything that was happening around us. But the moment that I heard that for the first time ever in the history of Miss India, they were conducting a virtual pageant, I just knew that I had to participate and take hold of this chance, which could help me extend myself. Yes, so there was a little bit of hesitation, but once I decided, there was no going back.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Thank you so much for that. And now that you were crowned Miss World India 2021 and is representing a powerhouse in Miss World, how does it make you feel? I mean, is it more of a pressure or how does it feel to be representing a very big country in Miss World?
Whew, it is a huge honor. And like you said, India is known for sending complete, stunning rock stars to Miss World.
Mm,
And to think that I have that opportunity this year is an indescribable feeling. And India, as you know, is full of richness, diversity. It is home to 1.38 billion people. And to represent that, I only wish to really put my best foot forward and do everything that it takes to add to the wonderful legacy of India at Miss World.
exactly. Others are just one in a million, but you are representing and you are representing one in a billion. I mean, wow, that is just amazing. I mean, I just can't imagine the pressure that you have right now. But if you look at it in a positive way, it's
Yes,
truly an honor to be representing an amazing country such as your country in Miss World that truly left so many amazing queens that we have. And who knows, you could be one of them. You could be the next Miss World, you know. And yes, of course, we're crossing our fingers for that. And Beauty with a Purpose is the main core of Miss World. So I would love to hear your Beauty with a Purpose entry. I mean, oh, you have already posted about it, but tell us something more, especially to those who didn't have much idea about it yet.
absolutely. My Beauty with a Purpose project is one that I hold very close to my heart. It's centered around the safety and equity of children. Earlier this year, it was very unusual due to the pandemic. There was a lot of introspection that happened, and one of the biggest realizations that I had is that the key to a happy life is, in fact, very simple. We need very little to be happy, just good health, meaningful relationships, and all the essentials can pretty much have us covered. But when I looked outside, I noticed that this little that we need is not shared by all. And due to the situation outside, there were loss of lives, loss of livelihoods, and all this grief outside. What really stood out to me is the fact that children were the most neglected. There were so many vulnerable children who were being pushed into child marriage, child labor, children who were being abandoned due to COVID. And just looking at everything outside, I knew that I had to do something. And that's in fact what led to the birth of my project, 1098. It's centered around three different pillars. The first one being awareness. Not many people know that India has a national childcare helpline, 1098, and it's dedicated to the rescue of children. And so my efforts have been directed towards ensuring that more people know about this helpline, because a simple call to this helpline can in fact rescue a child from a full future of difficulty. And people need to realize the power of this call. To think that one simple call can change their life is insane, and we need to be more sensitive to our surroundings to feel empowered to pick up our phones and call. The second angle to my project is about empowering the system that works behind this helpline. Imagine the childline receives a call from some remote area in my state about a young girl who's being pushed into child marriage on the day of her final examinations. It is a very serious case and it needs to be addressed immediately on time. And in order to do this, we need a robust system of vehicles, dedicated vehicles who can in fact reach the site on time and ensure that the child is protected and rescued. That's the second angle. I'm very grateful to a lot of corporate donors, friends, family members who've stepped forward and helped make this possible. We have a fleet ready to be launched very soon. And I'm only hopeful that this model can in fact be replicated across the country and hopefully even the world. There's a lot of work to be done. Yeah, let's end it on that note. Still a lot of
Yes,
work.
thank you. Exactly. And I thank you so much for that. I truly adore people who really works hard for the children. And as a teacher myself, I mean, this pandemic has revealed so much, especially, for example, I mean, students in our country nowadays can do classes. I mean, not going to school, they just get their modules and then answer them at home and then return them after 2 weeks. And then they're doing the same routine every after 2 weeks. And majority of our children, of our students right now are using the time to work to help their parents, especially that many lost their jobs. I mean, to that in normal days. They don't need to work in normal days. But during this pandemic, they were forced to do that. And it's quite understandable in a way, especially if your parents lost their jobs.
Right,
So, I
exactly.
mean, we may face the same challenges. That's why my heart really goes to people who really so much effort for the children. So thank you so much for all your work. We truly appreciate that. And I really wish you the best.
It's a collective effort, right? We all need to come together.
Exactly.
Yes, we all need to act. We cannot be on the sidelines. We have to participate. And it takes a village. It takes the whole world.
Exactly. That's just perfect. We really need to work together. That's the main point there. So thank you so much for sharing your Beauty with a Purpose project. And what's amazing is that it's not just about the contest alone. It's about creating the impact in the world. So
Yes,
thank you. That's really the beauty of Beauty with a Purpose. And that's what makes Miss World amazing. So thank you.
100%. Thank you.
Now, you're welcome. What was your reaction when you knew that Miss World is going to be held in Puerto Rico?
I still remember this happened many months ago. I was watching the live teleconference that was happening where Miss World was officially making the announcement. I was about to board my plane, and I was so excited to listen to what they had to say. And when they said Puerto Rico, I jumped in joy because I've never traveled to the West.
Yeah.
And to think that I finally have this chance to explore this whole new side of the world was pretty crazy. The first thing I did was check out a lot of pictures and videos of Puerto Rico. And the more I learned about their culture, the food, the sights, the more excited I got. And, and I'm just overflowing with excitement right now.
And just a follow-up question, what is the first thing that you'll do when you arrive in Puerto Rico?
Whew. I mean, the first thing that I do, of course, is just immerse myself, absorb the surroundings, right? I think when I landed here in USA as well, I was blown away by the trees around me, the pathways, and just it's a different air, it's a different atmosphere altogether.
Yes.
First thing I'm gonna do is just let that all sink in, and then of course meet the wonderful sisterhood. Can't wait to meet everybody.
Exactly. And I actually have a question in connection to your fellow participants. Do you also have this group chat where you are talking with other candidates? And if you could name few ladies that you're excited to meet in person, who are those?
I'm excited to meet everybody. It's unfair to pick names. Miss World Cayman Islands, Miss Mexico. These are some of the sisters that I've had the chance to connect with on social media.
Yes.
Like you said, we do have a group, a WhatsApp group, and everybody, it's clear that the energy is just very infectious, and we all cannot wait to just land and meet and hug and just start the whole journey together.
Yes, and I mean, Miss World is such a beautiful pageant with great activities. So I'm pretty sure that you will love all of those activities that they prepare for you. I mean, my next question is actually quite an obvious question, but are you targeting to take home the eighth crown of India in Miss World?
Well, it's the seventh crown, and I am playing to win. Yes, I'm playing to win for my country, for my family, my friends, all the children, all the inspiring people that I've met over the course of my journey. But I'm more focused on the journey, on the process, on learning and making the most of every moment rather than the desired outcome. So that's where my energy is right now. The present moment, making the most of it, desired outcome will come later.
Very good. And just a follow-up question. How do you think your life will change if you will be announced as Miss World 2021?
How will it change? I can only imagine how many doors, right, that would open. To think that the whole world is open, and to think that I can take my Beauty with a Purpose project, expand it on another level, take all these different things that I've been doing to a whole new dimension is insane. And I think the one thing that really stands out to me is just learning. There's so much learning, so much growth and transformation that winning Miss World would mean accelerating the whole thing by like 10 times.
Exactly. So thank you so much for that. And we're very excited for you. And before you fly to Puerto Rico and compete for that next blue crown for your country, what is your message, your final message to the people who are supporting you and will be supporting you all the way? I mean, Indians are very supportive in the world of pageantry, especially in Miss World. So what will be your message to the people who are supporting you and will be supporting you till the finals, which could potentially be your coronation night?
Whew. Okay, the past few days have been pretty crazy with a lot of packing, shopping, interviews, photo shoots, and whatnot. But every time I open my social media or every time I look around me, I feel so much love, a lot of warmth and blessings. And so I would just like to say a very big thank you to all of you who've been supporting me. I draw a lot of strength from your kind words and your positive energy. Please keep it coming, and I would just like to reciprocate all that love back to you and tell you that your comments mean the world. Let's do this, India.
Very good. Thank you so much. And those are just my questions. So thank you very much. And all I wanted to say is good luck to you in the competition. Have a safe flight to Puerto Rico, and we'll be cheering for you until the finals of Miss World 2021. So thank you very much, Manasa. This is such a great opportunity.
I had a lovely time speaking to you. Thank you for all the questions. Pleasure is mine. Please keep the love coming and let's pray for the best.
Yes, exactly. I mean, when the interview was arranged for you and me, I mean, my excitement is just over the roof. I wasn't expecting it, so I'm super thankful, and it's such an amazing, amazing opportunity. So again, thank you so much to you, to the organization, and to everyone actually who joined us right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye, Manasa. Have a safe flight. And again, as I've said, we'll be cheering for you all the way. Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care. Good day.
You too. Have a good day. Bye bye.